Let's take you to Gauteng now, because the Education Department there has admitted that overcrowding in schools is unavoidable. That's as parents continue scrambling to find places at their preferred schools for grades 1 and 8. Around 40,000 people move to Gauteng each year, which does affect the department's planning and their 65 billion rand budget. SABC News reporter Neria Hlakotsa is watching this story and joins us now live from Morningside in Johannesburg. And it's becoming almost a predictable story, Neria, this, especially around this time of the year. Parents who, for whatever reason, have to wait until this point before they can get certainty around the future of their children's schooling.
Indeed, Ayanda, because what is happening now here at Morningside Teachers Center, we are seeing parents who are growing very impatient. Most of them have been here since Tuesday, and today is Friday, and their children still are not placed at any schools. You know, when we're speaking to parents here, they are indicating that, contrary to belief, they did apply on time to ensure that their children do get spaces at their preferred schools. But to this day, even now, their children are not at school. And this is day 3 of the academic school year. So most of them here are frustrated, they are impatient and very emotional, I must add. Of course, when we spoke to the department had indicated that at least they've placed more than 300,000 children at the various schools. And their argument was that the parents that are lining up at district offices are mainly those who applied late. But the parents here are disagreeing. But Ayanda, I want to bring in these emotional parents that I have been speaking to, who are now also saying that they have been turned back and been told that they need to come back on Monday so that this issue can be sorted with their children. Mama, thank you so much for your time. You were very emotional earlier on when you were speaking to us. You were told to come back on Monday.
Yebo mama kunjalo kuthiwa manibuye Monday. Reason being ukuthi ngibuye Monday, umntana ngam applyela online last year July on the 19th ukusubmita kwama amaphepha. So on Tuesday mangisiza la ngizo on Tuesday mangithola ukuthi ngichecka online umntana bamplace esikolweni esisemayibuye, which is very far from la ngihlala khona. So ngaza la ngazocela itransfer, mangifika lana bangitshela ukuthi izikolo zigcwele. So yesterday indoda yami yaya esikolweni nearby iGauteng High School, wafika wakhuluma no principal laphana. Uprincipal athi ispace sikhona, mangize lana Morningside district ngizocela itransfer bazoplace umntwana esikolweni. Mangisifika la today 5 o'clock silana sizokwenza sizofuna itransfer, bayashikisa bathi abantu abadila neside lase Ibhoni Gauteng Ivory lela side nje Midrand side abekho abazosiza, so masijike sibuye on Monday.
And when we look right now, Mama, the schools opened on Wednesday. It's a Friday today, and your child still does not know the inside of a classroom.
Injalo mama, namanje nje ngimshiye ekhaya umntwana uhlele ekhaya. So uhleli une stress, uyangibuza ukuthi mama kanti ngizongena nini esikolweni. This is what I'm fighting for, ukuthi uyongena esikolweni. And the way bengi apply le khona online early ngakhona bengisenzela ukuthi ngingatholi struggle lesi ngisitholayo manje, but it seems ukuthi lento bengiyibalekele ile ngihlangabezana nayo manje.
So are you going to come back on Monday?
I have no choice because umntana mfuneka abese esikolweni. Funeka ngibuyile azongena esikolweni.
There you have it, Ayanda. Just a sentiment here from a very emotional parent, basically just in a nutshell speaking about how she did in fact apply early on time, which was in July according to her, but she's still struggling as we speak to secure a space for her child. And of course she's been told to come back on Monday, and this is despite the school saying that they do have a few a few desks that can accommodate her child, but she's been told today that she has to come back on Monday. Those that need to help them are not available. So, and also among other things is the fact that these parents here are worried about how their kids will be missing out on school. But I'm going to bring another parent in, because this parent is one of them that we spoke to on Tuesday when we were here, and she's back again. Nkulego, I spoke to you on Tuesday. We thought everything would be sorted. You were hopeful, in fact, but you are here again today.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start, because Tuesday I was here and I only left here I think around 6:30 in the evening, and the reason for me to left late was that I tried to speak to her. Like, you know what, okay, I understand you're saying there's no space, but what I don't get is that someone who was behind me in the queue got a space in Gauteng, which is the same school I'm looking for. How is she important than me? Like, how is a child important than mine? Well, I was first in the queue, and then you're giving someone a space because of what? You're telling me because of a language. The very same language you're talking about, Spady, that school that you are sending my child, they also have the same language at that school. So if that's the case, I understand if you're saying there's no space, it means that all of us need to go to one school. I would get that. But now other people are still getting space. And schools, they don't have issue. When you go to school, they tell you that go to the department, get a letter. That's it. That's all we want. We want your child to be in our system. Because I totally understand them. If my child is placed in Maibuye, it means that my child's name is in Maibuye. Now this child is occupying a space in Maibuye for someone else. But now for them just to give me a letter that says my child can go to Gauteng, my child can go to Ivory Park, then I go to Ivory Park. Simple as that. But that's not happening. And I don't understand why would I explain that's what I'm explaining, and then after that someone else who's behind me is getting the very same thing that I want. What is the difference? I want to know that. But she couldn't answer us. Okay, I left. I went to a school. The school that they're sending my child, I had to take 3 advances from Clayville to Maibuye. How is my own child, a girl child that is going to be able to from home to school every day like that? I don't have that kind of money as well. And if it was in Gauteng or anywhere else, it's fine. I would rather get a transport, of which I don't have a problem with getting a transport, which is a school that is closer, but not a school that is way too far. When I get there, even the teachers themselves ask me, where are you coming from? I told them I'm coming from Clayville. They ask me, why would you be placed in here while you're coming from Clayville? There's no child here that is coming from Clayville. So how is my child going to go to school? And now they just left us. They don't say anything. At least if they said, "Hore, this is the situation. We're going to meetings, or 1, 2, 3. You guys, we cannot be able to assist you as better." People came here at 5, but we're still here now. They were telling that we must go back and come back on Monday. It's so ridiculous, honestly speaking.
There you have it, Ayanda, from parents here at Morningside Teacher Center. They will now have to come back on Monday because they are told that those that need to help them are not available. But I must also mention, even yesterday when we spoke to the parents, they were saying that their children were placed at schools, but the other problem is that the schools are far. And some of them were saying these are not even the schools that they chose. And they are left frustrated at this point. But it remains to be seen, of course, what's going to happen. But the reality on the ground is that parents just want to find schools for their children.
Sure, really concerning set of circumstances. Neria, Hlakotsa, thanks very much indeed. Reporting live there from Morningside in Johannesburg. It's a story, as I said, that becomes all too common around this time of the year. And hopefully we're able to sort out the issue rather sooner than later.